I want to talk to a previous guest of the show, Rudy, ex-cult baby, calling in tonight. Rudy, what's up?
Hey, not much. How
Rudy!
are you?
Doing good. Rudy,
Hey.
you're going to be on Truth Wanted again pretty soon. So folks should check that out when it
I'm
happens.
so excited.
Yeah.
Rudy, were you on Secular Sexuality last night?
Not last week, no,
Okay.
unfortunately. But it was.
I need to
topic was
apologize.
great, and I kind of wish that I had been on it.
I need to apologize to everybody who was on Secular Sexuality because I was sitting around the house and I went live on Twitch, and I don't like to stream while ACA shows are on. And it was like 8:15 and somebody's like, do you know that you just streamed like almost all the way through Secular Sexuality? And I was like, shit, I would have gone live with that show instead of just playing a game. But
It happens. It happens. I'm sure they'll forgive you. Maybe.
maybe. So what's up, Rudy? What do you want to ask us?
I wanted to keep it fun, keep it lighthearted. Something that I very much associate with your show, Dan, is cryptids.
Yeah, you
know,
do.
Those, it's like not quite supernatural, but it's definitely in that realm.
Depends on the cryptid.
And, yeah, I guess it depends on the cryptid.
Mhm.
What's your favorite in the few years you've been doing this show? What's your favorite cryptids that you have heard about? And of course, I'd like to get Matt's opinion too, but I'm sure Dan has more experience hearing about some interesting cryptids.
My favorite cryptid experience is actually off show. It was somebody who said that they wanted to call into the show and never did, that I had correspondence with on Twitter. It was a guy who ran this blog about the deer man. The deer man that lives, I think it's in Albuquerque. No, not Albuquerque. It was in Canada. It was in Alberta, Canada. I got Albuquerque and Alberta mixed up there. But it was in Canada, and this guy ran this whole blog, and he had, I think, pictures that he tried to take on his own experiences trying to find the deer man, and he was like a big believer. And I was like, you know what? We don't hear enough about the deer man. What is the Canadian government trying to hide from us? And I just thought the concept was really funny. I don't know what that looks like. I still don't know. I don't know if it's like a hooved, like bipedal man, or if the head is a deer, or like what that looks like. And I'll never know because he never called into the show, and I was really bummed out about it. But yes, the deer man is probably my favorite thing I've learned about. So if anybody has any information on the deer man, please call in, because I want to know what's up with that.
Call in with proof of the dear man, Dan.
I want to know
when I'm co-hosting the show.
Yes, please do. Anyway, Matt, you got a favorite?
I don't, because I haven't had that many people call in with cryptids specifically. You know, I remember growing up, and the first time I heard about like chupacabra and stuff like that, it was interesting, but I didn't have to deal with any calls. Something that's loosely related, because if we're just talking about not necessarily cryptid as in entities, but as in, you know, pseudoscientific claims. I remember the guy that called into the show to talk about how I could confirm the supernatural realm by taking a mirror and building a wooden frame for it. And you had to use either nails, but not screws, or screws, but not nails. I forget which one. And then you would have to go out and hold it under running water, but tie a rope around your waist and have a friend hold onto the rope. Because when you hold this mirror under running water, it would open a portal to the supernatural realm. And you could get sucked in through the mirror if somebody wasn't. Oh yeah, it's on an episode of Atheist Experience. It is.
What?
I believe the caller's name was Three Eyes. And eventually we stopped letting Three Eyes call in. But yeah, this was his way to prove the supernatural.
Oh, that's so specific.
A very, very testable claim.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, wow.
I love it.
He gave you instructions.
It was very detailed.
It's like the Bloody Mary stuff, except way, way, way more intense, right? Man, that's funny. Rudy, do you have a favorite cryptid?
The Jersey Devil.
Jersey Devil is a number 2 for me.
I don't know why. I don't know why. I've just always been like ever since I was a kid, there are certain cryptids that I've just kind of had in the back of my mind. Like if I saw something about them in a TV show, like watching X-Files or some shit like that, I'd be like, oh, this is about the Jersey Devil. And I just knew about it for some reason.
Yeah.
I was an X-Files junkie. I have the first editions of X-Files comic book and some other collectible stuff from X-Files, and I didn't believe any of it, but I loved the show. It was an exercise for me in kind of enjoying my skepticism, but I was still a fundamentalist Christian at the time. I just didn't care about that much. And the Jersey Devil diagrams to me always reminded me, the pictures that I've seen remind me of Pazuzu, which is the demon that's in The Exorcist that you see there.
Yeah.
So look at drawings of Jersey Devil and compare that to Pazuzu, especially the Pazuzu that shows up in, or the statue of Pazuzu that's in The Exorcist.
There you go. I would love for a
I've
Christian
never seen The
fundamentalist
Exorcist.
to try to do an exorcism like live on air, not like in the building with me or anything, but if they could do it over the phone, that would be really interesting. But it hasn't happened yet. We'll see. But anyway, Rudy, we got to get some other callers. Thank you for calling in, and we'll see you on an episode pretty soon here. Have a good one. All right. And what were you going to say, Matt? You had something there.
Oh, I was like, that's because exorcism isn't real.
But, well, yes. I mean, that is the reason why I would want to see it happen. But that doesn't mean I'm not going to let people not try.
Yeah, no. I'd be happy to let somebody try to exorcise the demons out of me if they're convinced that I have them.
Tell you what,
I just don't want to see them do it on somebody who's got a mental health issue where they've decided, Oh,
no. I have very strict parameters for how I want this done. It has to be over the phone, and they can't know where I'm at. So if anything happens afterwards, and you know what, they don't even have to call. They can just do it right now while we're live on air.
I wouldn't want it. I would want, like, if somebody thinks that I have demons in me, I would be happy to sit down and let them come into my home. As long as there are other people there to make sure that they're not going to do anything untoward, and try to perform an exorcism and record the whole thing.
See, the difference between you is I would not be happy if anybody came absolutely near me with any of them, but different strokes for different folks. I'm glad you're willing to go so far for science, Matt. That's great.
I have nothing to be afraid of.
That's true.
Ask me the question, Bridgekeeper. I'm not afraid. You can toss your holy water at me, and you can, put your cross on my forehead, and I won't burst into flames or freak out.
I don't want anybody splashing any water on me. I'm good. I had enough of that in my baptisms. I don't need any more for exorcisms. But
my baptism was a dunking, not a splattering.
I had the splatter and the dunk. I had both.
Ooh.
I did the Methodist and the Baptist way, just to be sure.